this video, y'all, we is gonna talk about your spiritual path versus your human path. Your human path is your name, your age, your family, your environment, your social status and standards, your fucking do's and don'ts, your career path, what I should be doing versus what I shouldn't be doing, your cultural allegiance is all your human path. Your spiritual path is that side of you that has the burning questions, the burning unanswered inquiries about life. What is it? What am I doing here? And that path is also going to be the path of you that seeks and goes a place and a direction that no one else can understand. No one else can see why they did it. No one else can see why they doing it. But that internal voice that's speaking to you within the shell, within the body, is always going to be guiding you toward a higher path, toward a higher destination. So with all of that being said, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what causes that divide and that split and why it's such a contrast and pull. First and foremost, your parents, right? Your parents are your first programmers. Your parents are the first people that come into your life and give you a set of rules and do's and don'ts and things to follow and things to subscribe to, and essentially creates your functioning culture. The family unit is just an extension of the outside culture, the societal domain. I wanted to say that word, but it's the microcosm of it. So we're all just reflections of the environment and the places that we come from. But this is a traumatized, diseased ass, unhealthy, unfit, unbalanced world that we living in. None of the values of this world, none of the wants, the desires, the reasons and justifications, I should say, are in any way, shape, or form sane. If you really think about it, if you really observe and see what's going on in this world. Don't have to get that too much energy, but nonetheless, you, so having a human experience, pulled in all of these different directions. Should I be going over here? Should I be doing this? Should I go with them? Should I watch this? Should I listen to that? Should I spend money on this? Should I eat this? Should I not eat that? Should I fuck her? Should I not fuck him? Should I go over here? Should I drink water or should I drink pop? Do whatever the fuck makes you happy, right? And what you want to do. And what is going to lead you to fulfillment, what is going to lead you to peace and joy, power and prosperity, all of the fucking things. Your spiritual path is going to get you there. Your human path, oh, I shouldn't do this because such and such is such and such person over here in my life doesn't want me to be doing it because it'll make them feel a way about what I'm doing. That is your human path. That is false, folly, a goddamn mind trap that we have all fallen into, caring what others think, valuing the opinions of others. But of course, we was born into this world young, needing guidance, needing a source, needing someone to follow, someone to lead, because that is kind of the polarity or the paradox of us as babies being born in this world, is we're 10 times more dependent on our elders than other animals. We're the only species that's like this. So with that being said, it makes it deeply more ingrained into us as to why we are so systematic and uniform in this culture, in this society, in the way that we function, in the way that we move about. Very robotic at times, very step by step, you know? It's because people think, because a lot of this shit is tried and true. The money pursuit, the 40-hour work week and invest in your 401k, the entrepreneurial path is seen as the path that'll grant peace and happiness and ease and the fun life, all of the things that you're advertised to. For me to slow down my mind a little bit, the biggest thing you need to do is calm your mind. Calm your mind from the outside world. Calm your mind from the thoughts of other people, the ideas, even your own incessant thoughts that's constantly making you doubt and question and feel insecure and hopeless about your direction. The mind creates a lot of different negative places for us to go in and dwell in. And then once we do that, I'm going to give you all the key. I'm going to give you all the gem. But I will say this. Once we dwell in those negative callings in our life, in our mind, we strengthen it. We strengthen that field. We strengthen the seed of that energy that we planted. And it's like doubt, fear, negativity. This person is going to do this to me if I do this. All of these what ifs and future scenarios, and even just worrying about the past, you're watering those seeds of negativity. You water in that dark place in your mind, that fearful space that you may not want to be in, that scarcity mindset, no good. It serves you less, does nothing for you. So, but let me give y'all this new age spirituality correction. Do not hesitate to observe the negative in your life. The negative being the thing that is undesired, unwanted, potentially growing and seeding in your environment, in your brain, in your community, your family. Do not observe the negative. It's a new age deception to ignore the negative. Again, what is ignorance? The most expensive thing on this planet, because you was gonna always have to pay for it. So don't ignore no information that's coming your way. Don't ignore your thoughts. And again, this is where nightmares stem from. Subconscious thoughts that have just been repressed and scooted out of the ego and the conscious mind and say, forget it, we'll deal with it later. Traumatizing, avoid, don't want to think about, ignore. That shit is just stored in your subconscious, germinating and creating. And that shit is going to come up when you sleeping, wondering why you was running from whatever you're running from, or trying to fight whatever you're trying to fight, or crying or screaming, or feeling like you can't move or you stuck. Because your mind literally traps you as the shit gets this deep. Along with just your own mind and your own thoughts being convoluted as a derivative of an insane society, you also have demons and archons and energies and malevolent spirits that's trying to get inside of you and influence you for negative, destructive, doubtful, harmful, disease-ridden thoughts. So again, to attack this, you must grow spiritually. You must grow in your spiritual power. You must grow in your spiritual understanding, your spiritual competence. Because once you know that it's all your mind and the universe is all, the mind is all, and the universe is mental, once you understand that simple perspective, you control everything that comes into your mind. You control everything that you choose to entertain or not. Now, all of the scars that you see on me is because of me observing the negative too fucking much. Everything that y'all have seen me share and express to y'all through my songs and on camera, it's because I've spent so much fucking time observing the negative that y'all don't have to do it. At least not in this outside world as much. Your personal life, do it. And be so real and hard on yourself. Be unrelenting and how hard you are in knowing thyself and trying to figure out everything there is to figure out and know about you, right? Because this is a very important process, very, very important to battle self, to go within, to go and see the wounds and the traumas and the unhealed aspects and the insecurities that you act out of, the negging parts of you. I can't believe I just used that word. I'm gonna have to throw it in here, but I got it from Rick and Morty. Boom. Observe, observe, observe. Analyze, analyze, analyze. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your inquiry into self. One thing that I am not going to leave out, on your human and spiritual path, the main thing that you can do is work out and physically exercise. To be strong and powerful and grounded in your chakras and grounded in your body makes all the difference. Like, if you don't work out, if you don't run, if you don't exercise, if you don't stretch, if you don't at least do some form of resistance training or calisthenics or sprinting, you at a disadvantage in life. Like, simple as that. You're on that side of the fence. And I'm pretty sure it's like, actually, it's percentage isn't even hard to think about, but it's definitely way more people that are unfit and unhealthy and not in a workout frequency than are. So when you looking at it and you thinking, damn, should I cross over to be a workout person or a training person or a fit person? It's absolutely worth it. It's absolutely worth it. I don't know if I'm waning off path in this video, but I'm going to get back on path. Your human path is the side of you that wants to work and provide and be nice and compassionate for others. The spiritual side of you is the side that knows exactly what you want and what you want to be doing and where you want to be going and who you want to be doing it with. Whether that's people or nobody. This is your spiritual path. This is you within the shell, your highest want, your highest desire, your highest need for fulfillment. Observing the spiritual path also comes along with understanding higher intellect and higher knowledge and higher understandings of life, death, regeneration, and rebirth. Because I see why Brother Panic emphasized and spoke so much on death and spoke with so much passion as he did and was able to when it comes to this information and occult frequency, simply because we could die at any minute. We could die at any second, y'all, any day. Let me take this moment to share with y'all some gratitude and extend the energy of being grateful for your legs and arms, because there's some people that can't run, some people that can't jump, some people that have life-threatening physical illnesses and diseases that really hold them back. So if you're a person that's not going through that, be grateful and, really, really give thanks for your body and your health. Yeah. It's so crazy for me to have just said something like that. I completely just waned off of what I was saying. Be grateful, health, fitness, human path versus spiritual path. Oh, yeah, because, yeah, you could go at any second. So let's just be grateful for us being here right now to enjoy all of these seconds. Deeper than that, though, you have to have your mind right in this lifetime. A lot of y'all mind is not right because you don't observe and think about death enough. You don't think about your mortality and those around you. You kind of just swinging and going along. And that's okay too. But again, ignorance is the last thing we want for these purposes. Controlling your mind, freeing your mind, powering up, leveling up, staying in a balanced androgynous frequency within your mind. When I say androgynous, it's simply an understanding of the masculine side of you and the feminine side of you. Now, the yin yang, you got the light and you got the dark. The light symbolizes thought, and energy and spirit, as the dark symbolizes matter, feminine. Okay? It's not about feminine as far as gender, or masculine as far as being manly and aggressive, or because what a lot of people refer to when they think of the yin and the yang, they're referring to their shadowed self versus their mannered self. The mannered self being the light, the white, the good side, the peaceful, the light. You think that the dark is you being edgy or grungy or rude or mean or don't give a fuck. The yin yang is about light versus your physicality, your thoughts and your energy in the spiritual realm, the astral realm, versus this physical manifested matter, this cause and effected as reality. Thought, birth into matter. You are a soul having a human experience. We forget throughout the day, then we get offended because somebody says something to us, calls us this, misinterprets what we said or what we thought, mislabels us or treats us in a way that we don't think we deserve to be treated because we're this, that, the other. No, you're a soul having a human experience. Deeper than that, we all just fucking vampires. So don't be upset and mad at the next vampire vampiring off of you, or just being a high energy, fucking annoying, pessimistic, talkative, loud, aggressive, lustful, hungry, confused, fearful, loud, angry, annoying person, people that's in your life that come into your shit and try to fuck with you and try to take your peace and your joy and mirror you back a perspective of, oh, fuck, I forgot the world is like this. I forgot people is like this. I forgot motherfuckers talk and think like this. Let that shit go. Detach. You are a soul having a human experience. All of this other physically manifested shit is just that, physically manifested shit. So why are you don't let a tree or a dog come up to you and offend you and make you mad? Why the fuck are you doing it to another human that's gonna die and that bleeds and laughs and cries just like you? I also see why it's hard for motherfuckers to talk about death so much, because the more you mention it and think about it and talk about it, it's like, damn, the inevitable. It also pays, it in turn makes you pay so much more attention and give so much more focus to life. And you live so much more intently once you observe death and think about it, think about your mortality. And that's crazy because we're the only animals that can conceptualize a life without us in it on this earth. Other species can't do that. And again, it speaks to us having a higher intellectual capabilities, memory, imagination, reason, language, perspective, reason, all of the things that separate us from the animal kingdom. They can't even conceive this world without them. So animals literally symbolize narcissism and egoism and survival at its highest order. And that's what y'all motherfuckers be out here on. You gotta get right. You gotta get right. Because you've been programmed very deeply to observe and obsess and worship your lower nature, the Ouroboros snake. We all eating our own tail just by surviving out here. But some people just choose to do it in a way that is just, it's identifying with the lower self, the lower nature, the physical part of you, shit, your sexual organs. It means nothing. It means nothing, and it doesn't make you good, bad, right, or wrong, because I've done it and do it. But what you must know and understand is how you're going to be perceived by the outside world. You might be thinking to yourself, and I'm probably mainly talking to females because I love y'all, but you may be thinking to yourself, why don't this nigga want me? Why can't my talking stages go past 8 months? I'm lonely, depressed, post sad memes in my story all day, but still look good as fuck. You must understand that not just the memes that you might be posting in your story, but the energy or the post that you have on your page, the people that you associate with. Sadly, the amount of followers that you have on this planet, your Instagram page, and if you move and live throughout that world as far as how you interact and connect and potentially meet your significant other, they're filtering you through the lens of, damn, how many men have or had access to her? And I'm going to leave it at that. Actually, I'm not, because I don't want to just make it point blank, cut and dry. Because your followers or your following, it really don't dictate much or nothing. Your pictures say a little bit / a lot more about what type of girl you might be or what type of girl you're going to be in the future once y'all are moved in or have kids. So, I don't fault none of y'all beautiful queens. I don't fault none of y'all dumb niggas for the dumb shit that y'all do. But at the same time, you simply must understand that this world has been so deeply programmed for us to literally be fighting each other, black on black genociding each other, hating on each other, envious of each other, mad at each other, chasing each other's money, coveting thy neighbor's goods and wives, and then still having to clock in and still having to listen to what the police is saying to you. All right, man, we've been so duped into fighting ourselves and being mad at each other. The Willie Lynch letter, the slavery mindset, all of this shit has not gone nowhere. So for you, soul, having a human experience, individual, with everything that I've just covered in this video, and now you can see and observe and apply it to all of the humans and people that you interact with, to rise above spiritually, to elevate, to detach. Man, oh man, it is so worth it to attempt it. I could see how it could be a little hard at first when you haven't, even if this information and perspective is somewhat new, the books may be somewhat new, the energy, the thoughts, the ideas may be somewhat new. I could see how it was a little hard to detach, but I'm going to continue to reiterate the value and importance of it. Not a necessity, but just know if you're not detached by the time of your death date, you have a better chance of being reincarnated back here as a baby, and then I'm fucking sure that this is it. I'm gonna reveal to y'all who I was in my past life very fucking soon if you haven't already heard or seen it somewhere. But your likelihood of returning back here as a baby is so high if you're not detached from this world, if you don't have this occult and natural law and spiritual understanding of what life is on earth. Or at least what you agree and accept it to be. Because just as it works and plays out down here, the law of assumption, the law of belief, what you believe, what you assume to be true about your life, about those around you, it manifests. There's a fucking DNA coding into your blood about what you believe about yourself, the words that you speak to yourself. So tighten that shit up 1,000%. But even as you get older, somebody that's 70, 80 years old, if they are still attached to their wants and I should have did this. I don't forgive myself for not doing this. I should have made more money those years. I wish my grandson would fucking do this. I wish my granddaughter wouldn't dress like a whore. All of these old people that are attached to this shit, they is going to be right back here as babies, crying, suffering, and screaming, and having to do this shit all over again. Now, again, it's really not even a bad payoff because life on earth is cool and fun once you actually learn some shit and know some shit and got resources to some shit and got some good people in your life. Man, the amount of things that you can do and have fun and experience on this planet is really a beautiful, beautiful thing. Sadly, the current police state, the current governing system, the current economic UCC system that we living under, Uniform Commercial Code, UCC, definition right here. All of this shit that we is living under is the reason. It is the reason for the human slavery. It is the reason for the trauma. It is the reason for the insanity. It is the reason for the greed. It is the reason for the anxiety. It's the reason for the, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I go here? Should I go there? Well, the internet has a huge fucking effect on the expansion of the mental afflictions and the spiritual woes that we feel on this planet and in our generation. Yeah, the internet and social media. So goddamn, if there's one thing that I could offer y'all as the side benefit to all of this shit, is put your phone away. Not just social media, not just Instagram, not just Twitter, YouTube as well. Unless you're watching Young CT. Fuck with Young CT. Fuck with me. Fuck with Angelo CTRL. Watch my videos. Subscribe, like, comment, share. If y'all fucking with me and watching it get to this point and this far, then you damn sure stay exactly where you at and what the fuck you was doing. And I want you to also look up Mark Passio, Brother Panic, Elliot Hoss, Alpha Male Strategies, and This fifth one gonna be major. So I gotta be very selective with who I use as a resource. Andrew fucking Huberman. Shout out Huberman. All right. I love y'all. With that being said, I love y'all. May you never relax your principles, man. You are a soul having a human experience. Stay tapped in. If you're really hearing my voice right now, if you're really picking up on this frequency, you will fall off the frequency. You will get back on the frequency. You will go harder. You will fall off. We all get distracted. The main difference is how you bounce back.